Okay, so today I'm going to be putting up a new light in my living room, and we're going to be using some plastic wire mold here, plastic wire mold box, and some plastic stick-up wire mold. This is very easy to work with. It goes up with a sticky tape, and I like to use the commercial grade light switches. And we're going to be putting this nice decorative light up on my wall here. Okay, so first we'll get these outlets out of here, because we're going to come out of this box here. I made sure our circuit was off in the cellar before I started working, and we'll just verify that here a minute with our neon tester, and the circuit is off. Pull our outlets out, and we have our 14 wire here, and we'll disassemble our plastic box, take it off. We'll push it on that one. There we go. Okay, so we're going to come up from here. Okay, so I'll just hold this up here, set it where it's going to go in, and I'll put my switch about right here, so I'll just put my finger there and hold it. And I'll just cut it off right here. Okay, so I'll just get this paper to come off here. See, I just get the knife under there and I just pull that paper right off. Okay, so I'll get this ready to go in here. I'll get it set down here in the middle where it's got to go. Get it going up nice and straight. And I'll just push it back against the wall. Okay, so now we'll put our back plate on here for our switch box. Set it in here like this. You set it in between those notches there. Get nice and straight. and we'll put our screw in. Going into some nice solid wood here, so I don't have to worry about it coming apart. Okay, so we'll cut our piece that's going to go up to our light fixture. And we'll just take our knife here and just scrape off the plastic burrs. This is really important when you're working with the metal wire mold, because metal will poke through the wires and short it out, but I still like to clean it off with the plastic just so that it looks nice. Okay, so again we'll take this plastic off, get in between the two notches here, get it flush against the bottom there, get it nice and straight going up here. I'll just push it back against the wall. Okay, so we're going to put our wire mold box up. As you can see, our wire mold box has a little plastic notch here that will go into the box. So I'm going to take my cutters, cut in here. We're using the smaller size, and we'll just break that little tab out, set it in there like that. And we'll put our drywall screws in to hold the box up on the wall here. One, two, three, four. Okay, so I measured how far I want to bring the jacket back, so I'll put a little mark here. I'll fold this over so it doesn't get pulled back through the jacket. I'll just slice the end here, pull the wire back, pull the ground back. And I'll just clip off all the debris here. I'll use a nice flush cutter so I don't damage the wires. And I'll make sure I get all the paper and all the junk out. Okay, so watch down below. I'm going to feed this wire down through. And you'll see the wires coming out down below here. Okay, so right here will be a good spot to finish. Okay, so now I can start making my connections down here. So I'm going to unhook all this here. So we're going to have to cut off this old crimp sleeve here from before, because we're going to add another wire to it. So I'll straighten out the copper on these two wires here. Okay, I'll bring that one in evenly. I'll come over here and get this other one over here. Okay, so I can twist these together here. A nice tight twist. I'll clip them even with the shortest wire. Now look, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put my crimp sleeve in the crimper like this here. Go in over all 4 of the wires, and I'll just squeeze it down nice and tight. Okay, so now we're ready to make our tails up for our outlet. Now one thing I like to do is put a little electrical tape around my crimp sleeve here, just so I have all my sharp edges covered up so that a wire doesn't get punctured. I just take my tape, go around the crimp sleeve, and I'll come up past the end of the crimp sleeve, go around a few times so that the sharp edge stays inside the tape. I'll take my knife and just cut my tape off. Okay, so we got our tape on. I'm going to just squeeze it down, make sure it stays on there good. And now we'll get our tails ready to make up. We'll get our black wires together here. Okay, so I'll strip them back a little bit longer here. Use the 14 hole. And here's the two tails we're using. Okay, so I get my insulation even down here at the bottom. See how I get the insulation even at the bottom there? I'll start twisting the first two in. Okay, I got the insulation even at the bottom. I'll bring the third one in. The insulation is even at the bottom there. Bring it up. Nice little turn. I'll bring our fourth wire in. Get the insulation even here at the bottom. Okay, all the insulations are even at the bottom. Getting them all twisted together so that they're even here. See, I don't like how, see how that one moved back? So I'm going to go back to ground zero and start over again. Because when you're doing wiring, you want all your connections really nice. You want good, tight, solid connections. Get the insulation even at the bottom there. Get it twisted in evenly. Fourth one in. now all the insulation is even at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, they're even at the bottom. I'm going to just grab them here and I'm going to pull these over. I'm just going to cut the end off so they're all even here. I'm going to look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, they're even at the end. I'm going to look at the insulation in the back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That one's back a little bit. That one's back a little bit, but they're all good. So now I'll put the wire nut on. Okay, so we have a nice solid connection here for the black wires. Now we're going to get ready to do our white ones. We'll strip them. We always got to use that 14 hole, because if you hit it with the 16 hole, you're going to have a cut in the wire that will cause resistance, because you'll lose some of the copper and you'll lose some of the connection. Okay, so we'll get our white wires even at the bottom there. We'll get our twist started. Okay, we'll get the insulation even at the bottom there. Bring it around. And that fourth wire, get it over here. Gotta get back a little bit there. One, 2, 3. And the fourth one is back a little bit, but not too much. So I'll cut this so it's even. I'll look at the end here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're even at the end. And I'll get our wire nut on here. Okay, so now we can snap this box back together here. We got to open this other little notch up here that's going to be going to the light switch, so we got to clip into there a little bit and break it out like that. And we can just push our box back on here like this. You can hear it snapping in there. Okay, so now we gotta get our wires folded back into the box here. Let's look at my wire nut, make sure all my insulation is in on the wire nut there. Which it is, it looks like. Get my flashlight look in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, looks like they're all in there. Okay, so we gotta get these back out of the way here. Okay, now we're ready to hook our outlets up. I'll get our ground wire pushed down out of the way. So we're going to use the back screw side here. And we're going to use the ones on the bottom. So we're going to put our black wire in here. Okay, so I just make sure see that copper is coming up a little bit, so I'm going to just cut a little bit off of that there. Get it so that just the insulation is above the hole. Just above, slightly above it, just so I can see the copper. And that one's tight. Okay, so I'm going to do the same with the white here on the bottom. Make sure I get the white wire in underneath the... See, the copper is just above the plate there, so I'm going to just tighten that up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can get this outlet is hooked up. Now we'll hook this one up. We'll do the same thing here. We'll put the goes down to the bottom, and the copper is just a little bit above the plate there. I'll make sure the top one is tight so it doesn't short out on anything. And we'll come over here, we'll get the white on the bottom. Okay, that copper is just up a little bit, so I'm going to just cut a little smidgen off of there. Okay. So there is the wiring of the outlets. Okay, so now we're ready to put our switch in. Okay, so we'll get our ground wires together. I'll bring the ground wire down here to the bottom. I'll get this up all up out of the way here. And I'll cut that off because it's only going to be in my way. So I'll twist the ground wires together. Be careful not to grab them in your cutter part of the pliers so you don't damage the wire. Okay, I'll put our crimp sleeve in the crimper like that again. Squeeze it down nice and tight. And I'll go and I'll tape it up again. Use some tape. This will just prevent, see how you got the sharp edges there? You don't want that to puncture a wire, so that's why I like to tape it up. You don't have to, but I like to do that just so that I don't have a sharp edge in there that will cut and damage a wire. Okay, there we got rid of our sharp edge there. I'll just make sure that tape is on there good. Get our white wires together here.